Hello everybody and welcome back to this war of mine. We are still doing our tutorial playthrough where we are going through every single part of this game in detail so that you guys can understand and appreciate the entire game and learn to play it for yourselves. Last time we went through the finally fully upgraded metal workshop, and we also looked at and talked about how much electronic parts are useful and kind of rare in this game and how we're going to need to look for a load more in order to finish off what we need to do. I'm just going to bring down the volume a little bit because it is a little bit loud, but I'm hoping that we are able to kind of finish off what we need to do. So we managed to get to 4 this time, which is obviously something that is useful. However, we are in a little bit of a difficulty because you need 8 in order to upgrade either of the things we're looking at. So we're going to look here. Bruno, I'm asking you to do something. So yeah, you can see we've got everything here, and we could, technically it needs 4, but we need 4 as well to make the mixer. So that's a bit of a downside. And down here we also need 4 to make the lamp that we need to be using here, which is a shame as well. But we also need the 4 to make it. So we're going to currently focus on the few other things that we can control, which is also mostly making us eat when we need to eat, so that these guys can also sleep as everything's good. Overall though, in our terms of our things, we're doing alright. We've got a lot of components and wood in order to build up everything else that we could be needing. We've got all the weapons that we could possibly be after, including a pistol, which we're probably not going to use very much. We got a few pieces of... I got some fuel on purpose this coming time, which is good. Nice. Bruno, you can now disappear off. Pavel, you can go and eat. No, you can eat. I was trying to click on Katja to have a look at her. But this is fine. Now that we've got through the outbreak of crime, I think I am going to grab hold all of this stuff. They're taking a while to respond to me right now, which is a bit annoying. You should go to bed, and someone is at the door. It's me again. Let's talk. So this is the guy who asked you to go and help at the other house. I believe I did send Bruno out last time. Oh, we are just going to... There's wood here. How did I not... Okay, that's on me. I should have picked that one up a long time ago. Hello. Next to me, last time went quite well, so I thought you'd might want to help again. I know of a rich family who managed to stock up supplies on the war, but they selfishly don't want to share with anyone. Maybe we should pay them a visit. So now this is when things become a little bit hazy. It's whether or not we decide that we want to start kind of, there's a rich family, maybe we should go and talk to them and take the resources, maybe we shouldn't. I'm going to say yes to see what people say. So this is the thing, sometimes things like this where you actually are taking from other people would be negative boosts for us. But if I click yes, we have a look here. At the moment we don't have much about it, but we do have, it is worth pointing out, something I've not been talking about up to this point is my story. So if we were to go back down here, you can see that in the bio you get a bit of information about each character. For example, for Katja, you've been around more than any of your friends and relatives, met famous people, readers from my interviews, funny and incisive. But I don't write down my experience, I stuck. I want to find and hug my folks, not write about them. I wish I'd been seeing them more often. If we keep going back, we've got another one here. The city used to welcome everybody. If we manage to make it through, I must do what I can to remember how it was. And about standing together. When defeated, I was about to leave my parents' neighbourhood. A childhood friend recognised me. I thought he'd help me out of find out what happened to his folks. Turned out it was I who could help. A local girl had been held up by the army under some pretense. Everybody turned up at the base to protest and demand her release. They needed a deputy. Perfect. So you get to find out a little bit more about all these people. We're going to focus on making sure that everybody is alright. Given that we are now in a bit of a safer spot, we should be able to have somebody go out and somebody guard. Because the main target today is going to be to get the 4 extra parts that we need in order to upgrade a few things. It's just a shame that it is always a little bit challenging to get the stuff that you need in this game. I think maybe the place to go to is the construction site, because it's a place I've not been to yet, and I may be able to get a few good things from there, but I am aware that it is a little bit of a dangerous location. I'll use that there, which is good. Nice. And then we are going to run upstairs and have a quick look. In fact, I think I'm going to try and upgrade this today, this herbal garden, to be the top level herbal garden. Just a little bit of a difficulty. We're going to just run up here and grab some stuff. But I think that otherwise that I'm going to leave the rest of the day and then, yeah, I want to kind of pick up the rest of the stuff, fulfill our thing. Because also we're seeing this start to drop. I would like to get everything fully upgraded by the time winter comes around, because this is starting to drop considerably. And I would like to be prepared for what is to come. quickly go and grab this last one up the top here, and then we should be able to kind of stop ourselves up and ready for the next day. I hope this is, if you are enjoying the series and you're finding it helpful. If you are, please do leave a like, do some comment below what you're finding the most helpful, and subscribe. It's massive help for everything. And if you do that, and let me know what else you want me to do in the future. We're going to now end the day though, and we're going to send Pavel, I believe, off to do a few bits and pieces. You can go there, but we're going to go to, I believe there's still a few places to go to. I want to go to the port right near the end. We can start to see that there are a few places that suddenly become unavailable due to fighting. So this is something that can happen. There is another one that is linked to due to snow. So these become kind of things that are a little bit worth paying attention to. However, for now, given that there says there's a huge amount of parts here, we're going to go through here and try our best at getting some stuff here. Hopefully there are 4 electronic parts. That means we can then get what we need from here. Who knows though, maybe there will be nothing that we are possibly wanting here. One other thing that we can also have a look at, there is one final thing that is worthwhile us thinking about this location. As long as it is the one I expect it to be. I've actually not been paying attention to which of the scenarios that this one is in. Because in different games, these places can have different scenarios, and it's worth paying attention to that. If you want to know more about the different possible scenarios at each location, I would recommend checking out my location tutorials, because they are very good and very understanding about different things. It looks as if there are some people there, and that's something I want to be a bit aware of. There is definitely somebody who's being attacked there, and that is something that's a little bit nerve-wracking for me. I'm going to come across here and jump down here. I don't really want to get particularly involved in that fight. Given that this is the scenario, not the scenario I thought it was. Hey, we have one of those that we need. Good. The scenario that I thought it was has a unique item in it, which is genuinely the only time you can get that item. Another load of parts. You know what, and drop that. I'm going to take some of these parts just to make sure I've got a full inventory of useful things. And we'll see what else we can find in terms of electronic parts. Maybe we can come back here and get some more the next time. But the item, I was talking about is a scoped assault rifle, which is the furthest, has the furthest range of anything in the game, which is genuinely quite powerful. But it is a bit of a different thing here. I'm going to keep an eye out, because as we come up here, we could end up running into those people who were seeming a bit odd. I kind of just want to be stealth. Oh, okay. That's something that's annoying. Given that it's a one-way route, that's annoying. I was hoping to get a few more parts here. Maybe we'll be able to get some. Because I can climb up this side a bit further. I'm just being a bit aware that I don't want to get caught and attacked. That's something I could show you, but I don't particularly want to show you at this point. I'd rather show you a bit later in the game once I can guarantee I'm able to deal with it. Which is very, very good. We're going to climb. Nothing at this level. Can I see across? I can see across. If I was to climb up once more. Anyone at this level? There isn't, but there is a pile here that I could maybe go and look at. I'm a little bit aware that there are people around. I do have a hatchet. Oh my god. Run. Run, 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 run. Go hide, 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 hide. So this is the thing. We are kind of in a situation now where we are getting caught. So this is the thing. We're going to have to show this off. Jump, jump, jump. Run, 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 run. Just get out of there. This is the thing. Thankfully, with the running, we are able to kind of get our own route out here. Run, run to the exit. Just get out of there. Get out of there, Pavel. Okay, I managed to get some of the stuff. This is the thing. Okay, this is a big problem. We're going to get to the exit. I'm not going to risk it. Pavel is back. So that's the thing. You need to be very, very careful about situations like that. That is a good example of what can do if your hubris gets too high. As you can see, I run out of time to do anything really, and we ended up in a particularly bad situation. Here we go. We've now got this situation. We managed to get a few good things. We got 2 electronic parts, which is in the right direction. We've also got Bruno bought some goods from that rich family house the neighbour is speaking of, and Pavel's got some ugly looking wounds, and Katja clearly isn't well. So hopefully we can now... You're severely wounded, so this is one of the later conditions that you have, and we've also got you being completely sick, which is particularly bad, meaning we're going to have to now deal with Bruno. If I quickly look at what Katja's got to say, She is sad because her friend is sad, and because Pavel is wounded, and that is a big, big step in the wrong direction. So it is not a food day, so you can head down to bed, and same with you, actually. Actually, you don't need to worry too much because you'll be able to sleep tonight, and Bruno, you should go to bed. You were able to pick up a few good things, so we are in a really strong position. In terms of our other items, the only thing that's kind of stopping us at the moment is this electronic parts shebang. So I'm quickly going to see if I can make a lamp here, and then we're going to kind of move our way forward from there. We can go down here and we can make the lamp. So then we just need 2 electronic parts in order to finish off what we have started here, which should be really, really good. So yes, we're now dealing with someone who is severely wounded. That is a bit of a new, like a new level of everything. It's a severe condition. It's not maybe completely the worst one. There is severe conditions, and then there is like past severe. So you can end up with like severely wounded, or you can get lethally wounded, or you can get, instead of severely ill, you can get terminally ill. So those are the ones that are kind of implying that if you don't do anything, they are gone. Which is a difficult situation. I'm glad that we managed to get out of there with Pavel, because it means that we can show off how to kind of heal up a character like that. It's at this point, though, that you do need to be thinking about getting more materials and things. Thankfully, actually, I do have the ability to make more bandages, so we will focus on doing that as well. If I can get some sugar from this guy, we can also start to we can look at all these situations and kind of get a renewable source of this alcohol. Get some renewable source of the alcohol, and you also want a renewable source of then the bandages, so you'll need to grow some herbs and things like that. It's just sugar is the base thing that is needed to be traded for. Are we going to see the trader today, though? It is a third day, like 24, but I feel like we sometimes don't get them on the third days. Maybe we got pushed back by a day. Nope, doesn't look like we're getting anyone today, which is a bit of a shame, but having built those, that does give us a good step in the right direction. These guys are going to hopefully be able to sleep, which is good, and then we can kind of move in the right direction. We just need to get a few more electronic parts. I think I'm going to head out and see where I can get them from. Maybe I'll try the... there's huge amounts of parts, it says there. It says there are also lots of parts at St. Mary's Church. I'm going to see if I can get some stuff from St. Mary's Church. Bruno's going to go out, because these guys need to sleep. He's hungry, but that should be fine. We're going to go here. I don't really want to take anything out. I want to just see if I can get some parts. So, but maybe a crowbar is useful, and a hatchet. I don't know. I feel like just taking the stuff is always worthwhile. Let's go. Let's see if we can get some parts here. Maybe that there are just some parts lying around, so I don't even need to go anywhere particularly early on, which is interesting. Sometimes you get some interesting information. I'm not sure if this is the same for just every character who comes here. You'll also notice that this is the first time I've gone out with Bruno, and he has a lot less space in his inventory. You can also destroy the pews here, which is not something I was originally aware of, which is good to know. Going to grab some of this, and then mainly focusing our hardest on getting our route here. If I was to smash through this, does he get annoyed? No. Often very few people get annoyed if you're smashing up their furniture. That has actually broken our hatchet, though. That is interesting to know. It's given us a little bit of wood. However, this is the priest, who is also another tradable person. As I said before in the previous episode on trading, this is going to be a situation where we could go here and get some stuff from him, and we can give in return, we can get some stuff and give in return. However, downstairs, there is going to be a location that is going to be what we need it for. So I'm going to head this way, because I think that if you head this way, this is where all the bad people, all the people are. And so we're going to hope and pray that we can go this way and see what's in this location. Although it does seem as if it's all locked up, I think we can get in through the top here into the vestry. I feel like if we are being a bit careful, we want to make sure that we're not doing anything stupid. We can go through and have a look at what's available here, which is good. Nothing in there. We have got a shovel, so we can actually start to dig through a few of these locations and see what's available. Oh, I clicked off of it. There we go, keep going. I'm hoping that there are just 2 electronic parts sitting somewhere here so that we can kind of keep ourselves moving and just build the thing that we want to build to show off this time. which is going to be particularly nice. Good. Come on, electronic parts. There's one. I know, maybe by speaking it, I'm making it happen. Maybe there's a second one just here. I know it would be very, very lucky for me. No, there isn't anything. Don't think there is a top floor. Or is there a top floor, but you're just going to only get it from this direction? Nothing but useless trash. Hello? Hello? Oh, he's just looking around, okay. I was a little bit worried there, but we're going to quickly... Oh, no, I can't run there. That's no point. There may be some actual stuff upstairs, but yeah. So sometimes you do come across other scavengers who just aren't actually doing anything negative or aren't really going to hurt you, but you just end up in a situation where you need to kind of keep an eye out for them. Good, let's kind of dig through all of this and hope for another part. Maybe in the basement there's going to be some. There's a pile to dig through over there and another pile there maybe. There we go, that's what we needed. So today we will finish off what we need to do, which is to upgrade that workbench, the garden, and then we should be able to kind of move our way in the right direction. I am using up our tools. This is a good sign of tool durability, that eventually you will have to replace your tools as they run out. Just make sure it doesn't happen when you're in somewhere that's trapped. For example, this area is probably going to destroy my shovel, and if I was stuck in between like here, I would need to dig my way out, which is not necessarily a good thing. Especially considering you need to remember you need to leave time to get home at the end of it all. It is interesting to know that you don't only need the saw blade for the top level here. You don't actually need the saw blade for getting into this method, because you can actually get around this from the back. I do believe that there are other scenarios where the people in here are dangerous, so you do have to be a bit more careful, and therefore this is why this route is available for you. Good, so we've dug through that. We are very close for our item to be destroyed. As you can see, the bar at the top there is showing very, very high signs of use. The reason I'm looking through here at more pieces of like, to try and find another load of electronic parts, is there are other things that require them. Let's go and check in the basement over here, which is good, and then we're going to dig through this and grab this final thing. I think this may be the last time that I'm able to use the shovel, but as we saw, there was an exit at the back here, and therefore we can escape out this way. Then tomorrow we're going to focus on all of that, and then I think I'm going to go to the military outpost to see. There we go. My shovel has broken, which means I can carry something from this, which is that. Good, we've got 3. We're moving in the right direction. We just need loads and loads of electronic parts. Maybe the military outpost will have some, which is good. But we're going to head to the exit, and we're then going to build that upgraded garden, and that will be the end of the episode while I show you what we can build with that. Hopefully we've got enough materials to kind of do what I want to do with that. Maybe I'll need to sort out some water quite quickly, which is good. We were raided. Pavel is feeling much better. We chased off the people. How are you? Just wounded, slightly sick. Good. We're going to get you to do this again, and we are going to make you eat and then do it. And then while this is happening, you can go downstairs and you can upgrade our garden, which should be very, very good. Nice, you've eaten. We're going to quickly cook up 2 of this. Oh, we've got plenty of water from the amount of times that we've collected. That was the thing I was a little bit worried we were going to be running low on. We can finally fully upgrade this, which is good. And we'll be able to show off the garden. The vegetable garden is what I believe it is called, which is a nice little thing, which I don't often get actually in a lot of my playthroughs. So it's good that I'm able to show this off. That's nice. You have eaten. Why did you go to bed? You should go and eat. And then you guys can both sleep. Actually, Catch is probably... Actually, no, Catch did sleep, which is good. She's only now slightly sick. She went from sick to slightly sick. As you can see, we have even got even lower here now. So that's the thing, which is good. I believe we can now make vegetables. And we can also double it up to make 8 vegetables. Given how much water we have, we should do that. So I do believe that there is a maximum. I think 8 may be the maximum. But you can kind of use this method to make as many as you want. But I'm going to put 8 on there and leave that going. Then, Pavel, you can go and sleep. And we're then going to kind of, now that we've shown off that we can do that, we're going to end the video here. I'll keep a quick eye just in case anyone arrives at the door, just to be a bit more of a finale to see if anyone arrives. But tonight I'm just going to go back and repeat the ish thing I did at the military outpost in an earlier episode. I believe that was episode 10. If you're interested in that, just go back and look at that episode. We've set this all up, which is good. Maybe I will set off to get a little bit more water just so I have enough for any future endeavours. But the good thing about having a garden that can create vegetables for me is that I'm now in a situation where I've got so much food being able to be produced that I don't really need to worry too much about scavenging food. Admittedly, the cans are not renewable, but what is renewable is now meat from our traps. I could build a second trap next to it, or and the vegetables from the garden. In fact, that may be a sensible thing to do. I need to look at how much it costs, but I do have... I'll make that, yep. If I go to our things, we'll be able to see here we've got a lot of parts, and I think that that is something that is, by the by, quite a useful thing to do. I'm hoping that we get to the winter soon to show off that, but hopefully overall we will be ready and well prepared for that, which is good. Nice. I was about to say, a second trap, honestly, the resources that it's going to take I'm going to be able to get more of, so I'm going to put that down there, and we can have a full food basement that is collecting everything we could possibly need. It's a sensible thing to do, and to get it up and running is now have traps and the vegetable garden, which is very, very good. It doesn't look as if we're getting the trader again yet today. I'm going to wait until I put this on, but I think I'm going to end the episode here once this is done. If you have enjoyed, I said, please do like, subscribe, and all those lovely things, and I will see you in the next video, when we will go over, hopefully, if we can get a few more electronic parts, the upgraded version of this, or if the winter starts, we'll start to look at the winter. The final thing, there is a final thing I would like to look into, and the final thing is about the port, but that will be the final thing that we look into. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra.